Baruch Hashem, I had the zchut this morning that to go pick up my parents from the airport, and the plane landed like 20 minutes early, so I was able to be here. I thought I wouldn't even be able to make it to Shacharit, so it's a great thing. So another thing I wanted to share with everyone today is the funeral of Rav Simcha HaKohen Cook. Is the Rav of Rehovot for many years. I grew up with him. I lived 7 years in Rehovot, and just to say a little something about him, I remember walking down the street. He used to live not far from where I lived, and whenever he would see me in the street, first of all, it would have this Walkman. You remember those Walkman with the headphones? Yeah. When he would walk, because he would walk all the time. He wouldn't take the car. He wouldn't have anyone with him. He himself would go give a shiur over there, right? And always with the Walkman listening to another shiur. Like, such a great person, he would also be listening to other shiurim. And every time he would see me, he would stop, he would take off the headphones, put them aside, ask me, how are you? How are you doing? How's your father? How's your mother? Which yeshiva you are learning at? Mamash, great, the midot of the whole Cook family, because his brother also lives in Rehovot. Rav Avram HaKohen Cook has a big yeshiva over there. Mamash, great family, and we were my grandparents. My grandmother was a good friend with Rabbanit Cook from Tveria, from the chief rabbi of Israel. Yes. So Te'eh Nishmato Tzura B'Tzorah Chaim, B'ezrat Hashem, his zchut will be magen on us. A few days ago, we asked a question, and I said I'm going to tell you the answer the next day, and I never did. What was the question? Someone had a chicken sitting on a nest with 10 eggs, and his neighbor saw that. He said, "Listen, my hen, she laid eggs, but she's not sitting on them." He put the eggs without his friends knowing. He put it in the nest. She sat on it. After a few weeks, 15 eggs, all of them hatched. So can a neighbor go over to his and say, "Listen, I put 5 eggs over there. Give me the 5 chicks." He doesn't have to give them back. He has to give him the amount of money the eggs cost, no more than that. Why? Because the rest of them, Ashar, em baku shama etzlo. His chickens sat on it, and they hatched over there. So therefore. Right, he didn't ask from the beginning to do it. He didn't make the condition. So therefore, the only thing he would have to give is the betzim, the money for the eggs. Question, another very interesting question. Let's say I have something in my house. I don't need it anymore. Many times, like I have something in my house, I don't need it anymore. I try to put it up for sale in like some in a very cheap price. Sometimes it doesn't even get sale. So what do I do? Can I take that and put it in the garbage? Just put it in the garbage. Or, bal tashchit, or maybe even worse than that, midat sdom, that someone else can use this. Why should I throw it? Why should I throw it? So really, according to the halacha, Mamash, he says like that. He says, Adam sheyesh birshuto chafatzim v'she'en b'hem tzorech. If someone has properties, things that he doesn't need them anymore, and other people can actually use it, he says, "Eno rashai lezorkam." He's not allowed to just throw them out, because the Gemara says, "Lo yishpoch adam mei boro ve'acherim tzerichim lo." He says even there, the Gemara talks about a person that has a pit that's full of water. Amayim male mayim yesh betoch habor hazeh. Okay, he should not just spill it out. Maybe someone else can actually use it. This is talking about used water. How much more even if you have something that someone else can use, you should give it out. I want to share with you a beautiful message from this week parasha. It says, "Im bechukotai telechu, ve'et mitzvotai tishmoru." So if you walk in my path and you keep my mitzvot. So what is walking in the path of Kadosh Baruch Hu? Is keeping Torah and mitzvot, right? But the end of the pasuk already says, "Ve'et mitzvotai tishmoru," and you keep my mitzvot. So then, what's the beginning of the pasuk? What is it referring to? Right? What? La'avod? Ma? La'avod. Okay. ללכת בדרכים של אבותינו. יפה מאוד. So Rashi says, שתהיו עמלים בתורה. That you have to work to learn the Torah. He brings something unbelievable. Which it shows us a great lesson. He says like that. אפילו אדם ישראל, אפילו אם אינו מדקדק וזהיר במצוות, a person, even though he's not able to do all the mitzvot, he's not so meticulous, but כל זמן שעמלו בתורה, as long as he's working, he's trying to learn and to understand and to do more. גדול תלמוד שמביא לידי מעשה, by wanting and working hard to get that, to walk in the path of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even if you don't have את מצוותיי תשמרו, what will happen? סופו לשוב ולעשות רצונו של מקום. At the end, he's promised that he's going to do את מצוותיי תשמרו. מובטח לו שאם הוא רק הולך בדרך של הקדוש ברוך הוא, if he's just working to walk in the path of Hashem, he's promised that he's going to be able to keep the Torah. And that's why it says, ואת מצוותיי תשמרו ועשיתם אותם. Meaning, just a while, the fact that you walk in the path of Hashem is going to put you in the right path. Not only that, לומדיה שדברי תורה מצרפים את לומדיה. When you learn Torah, it adds the person that is, it's not just the effect, it affects the one that is learning Torah. עד שיהיו יושבים ומצפים מתי תגיע מצווה זו לידי ותקיימנה. When you learn about something, you learn about korbanot, you say, wow, man, Ezrat Hashem, one day I'm going to be able to להביא korbanot בבית המקדש. That's what it means. ואם בחוקותיי תלכו, meaning that you're going to be working in it to learn the Torah, להבין דברים, לעשות דברים שאפילו שאתה לא יכול לעשות אותם עכשיו, אבל אתה לומד עליהם, you're learning about those things, אז ממילא, ואת מצוותיי תשמרו, ועשיתם אותם. Then you're going to have a promise that you're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to do this mitzvah that you are learning about. So Bezrat Hashem Yizakenu, that all the mitzvot that we're learning, mitzvot v'kavat korbanot, mitzvot, all the mitzvot that we have, that we should be able to do, mitkayem banu v'asitem otam, we should be able to do them actually. Tana de Be'eliyahu.